Liverpool are said to be in direct contact for a £60 million superstar. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool have reportedly stepped up their pursuit of one of the brightest young midfielders in world football, with fresh reports claiming the Reds are now in direct contact over a sensational £60 million move for Lille wonder kid Badi. The 18-year-old announced himself on the biggest stage over the weekend, producing a stunning midfield display as Morocco battled to a 1-1 draw against Brazil in their World Cup opener. Despite facing a star-studded Brazilian side packed with elite talent, Badi looked completely at home, dictating play and showcasing the maturity that has Europe's biggest clubs scrambling for his signature. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has now revealed that Liverpool have already held direct discussions with the teenager's representatives, confirming that the Reds are firmly in the race. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Romano said, "There were direct contacts with Arsenal and direct contacts also with Liverpool, so both clubs had meetings with the agents of the player." Liverpool aren't alone in their admiration though. French champions Paris Saint-Germain are also pushing hard for Badi, with Romano stating that the League One giants absolutely love the France-born midfielder and have already made their own approach. But after his impressive World Cup display, the battle for his signature could become even more intense. Romano believes Badi is one of the standout midfield talents in world football and suggested that even more elite clubs could soon enter the race. He explained, "Now shining at the World Cup, one of the best talents around in midfield. It's going to be the summer of midfielders. Now probably all of the clubs are going to be jumping on this opportunity. We will see what's going to happen." Lille anticipated this growing interest months ago, handing Badi a new contract until 2029 last December. However, the extension is widely viewed as a move to maximize his transfer value rather than guarantee his long-term future at the club. Romano added, "That was a smart move to be in control of the situation, but it's also true that Lille are aware of what's going to happen next." Lille know very well that top clubs will be coming for Badi, because even before the World Cup, some of the biggest clubs in the world started conversations with his agents. Those conversations could now develop into a bidding war, with reports suggesting Lille will demand around €70 million, roughly £60 million, before considering a sale. It's a huge valuation for an 18-year-old, but Liverpool have already shown they are prepared to invest heavily in elite young talent. The club recently secured a deal for highly rated French defender Jeremy Jacquet in a transfer worth up to £60 million after lengthy negotiations, demonstrating their commitment to building for both the present and the future. A midfield addition is expected to be a priority for Liverpool this summer, with names like Adam Wharton and Alex Scott also heavily linked with moves to Anfield. However, any arrival could depend on departures, as uncertainty surrounds the futures of Curtis Jones, Alexis Mac Allister, Wataru Endo, and Harvey Elliott, while Dominic Szoboszlai enters the final 2 years of his current contract. With Liverpool already making direct contact, PSG lurking in the background, and Arsenal also pushing for his signature, Badi is shaping up to be one of the hottest transfer stories of the summer. The only question now is whether the Reds are prepared to meet Lille's £60 million asking price to secure one of football's most exciting young superstars. In other news, Liverpool could be facing another huge decision in the transfer market, with fresh reports suggesting Cody Gakpo's long-term future at Anfield may not be as certain as many supporters believed. While claims that the Dutch international has informed the club he wants to leave this summer have now been firmly denied, The latest information indicates that a departure cannot be completely ruled out if the right offer arrives. Despite being under contract until 2030 after signing a new long-term deal, Gakpo is reportedly viewed as not untouchable behind the scenes. Liverpool journalist David Lynch has revealed that the Reds would be willing to listen if a substantial bid comes in, meaning clubs across Europe could be encouraged to test Liverpool's resolve before the transfer window closes. Interest is already building, with Tottenham, Newcastle United and Bayern Munich all linked with the winger, while clubs in Italy are also said to be monitoring his situation closely. Bayern in particular remain on the lookout for a new left-sided attacker after missing out on other targets, and Gakpo's availability could quickly move him back onto their shortlist. Transfer expert Ben Jacobs has also suggested that Liverpool's valuation would be influenced by Anthony Gordon's £70 million move to Barcelona, placing Gakpo in a similar price bracket. Although the Reds are believed to value him at around that figure, the eventual asking price could prove flexible depending on the level of interest and negotiations. The situation becomes even more intriguing when considering Liverpool's own transfer plans. With Andoni Iraola now in charge and the squad entering a new era, every major decision will be made with the club's long-term rebuild in mind. If a massive offer lands on Liverpool's table, the Reds may decide that cashing in on Gakpo would provide further funds to reshape the squad. For now, reports that the 27-year-old has asked to leave appear to be wide of the mark. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. While Cody Gakpo isn't actively pushing for an exit, Liverpool are not completely shutting the door on a sale either. If Europe's biggest clubs come calling with a bid close to their valuation, this could become one of the biggest stories of the summer transfer window. So while the rumours of Cody Gakpo requesting a move away have been dismissed, the bigger story is that Liverpool appear willing to consider offers if the price is right. With Bayern Munich and several other clubs keeping a close eye on his situation, this is a transfer saga that could gather serious momentum as the window progresses. Will Gakpo remain a key part of Andoni Iraola's plans, or could a blockbuster bid convince Liverpool to cash in on one of their biggest attacking assets? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you keep Cody Gakpo at Anfield, or would you accept a £70 million offer and reinvest the money elsewhere?